Like all the days that I'll be a lover like after all that I've done, and every way that I believe in, like every day that I've been wrong, and every heart that is beating. Don't remember who I am or where I'm going. You only see the side of me that I've been showing. I can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. It's like a poem with the rhyme missing at the end. A hard investment that will never pay dividend. I can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. Well, I'm on my knees. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Nobody wants another weepy weather weekend. I can stop you from going in the deep end. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Well, I'm on my knees. Everybody knows that anything is feasible. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Well, on my knees, I got them on my knees. Sit on my knees. Nobody cares about the tears when the flood begins. Nobody can ever win. I can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. What I've become. What I've become. Tears when the flood begins. Nobody wants to play cause nobody can ever win. I can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. They say in life you teach people how to treat you. Don't be surprised when there's no one home to greet you. Can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. What I've become. Like all the days that I'll be a lover like after all that I've done, and every way that I believe in, like every day that I've been wrong, and every heart that is beating. Don't remember who I am or where I'm going. heart this cold is so hot I've become. It's like a poem with the rhyme missing at the end. A hard investment that will never pay dividends. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Well, I'm on my knees. On my knees. Can't breathe 'cause the air is getting very thin. I can't explain 'cause the logic isn't sinking. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Nobody wants another weepy weather weekend. I can stop you from going in the deep end. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Well, I'm on my knees. On my knees. Everybody knows the pain and the evil, and everybody knows that anything is feasible. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. Well, I'm on my knees. Got them on my knees. Sit on my knees. Nobody cares about the tears when the flood begins. Nobody wants to play 'cause nobody can ever win. I can't believe that a heart this cold is what I've become. What I've become. What I've become. Tears when the flood begins. Nobody wants to play 'cause nobody can ever win. I can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become. They say in life you teach people how to treat you. Don't be surprised when there's no one home to greet you. Can't believe that a heart this cold is so hot I've become.
Bother me.
That's right.
Talk don't bother me.
Happy Tuesday, children of the Luongo.
It's Tuesday, chillin'. Tuesday.
Got
Tuesday.
Remy swimming around the chairs with
Whoosh.
you guys.
He's swimming.
I like Remy when he's purple too. I mean, I like Remy anytime, but the purple is nice. Nice
Purple
touch.
Remy.
Mm-hmm.
You
Purple
need.
Remy.
Okay, that's all right. All right. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm okay.
Doing pretty good.
I,
Took Remy for a nice walk this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that heavy humidity here this time of year.
So you can like walk.
Yep. Nice
It's
walk.
it was nice. I mean, I haven't we haven't. We have strange cars stopping out on the. See, I shouldn't have this. Pull over on our frickin' lawn. Mm.
They have
And
their
turn.
flashers on.
Oh, I wonder if this is his other dog bed.
Oh, is it FedEx?
Well, it better be. Unless it's someone coming to pick berries off the tree. See, you shouldn't have the security monitor next to this monitor.
Well, don't look at it.
Well, I can't not look at it. There's somebody invading our space. No, I'll bet you that's the other dog bed. Did you get a message?
Sue says, I haven't been checking. Sue says, Purple Remy, a song could come out of that.
Yeah, I think it was, I think Prince already did that.
Purple Remy.
So yeah, it's so you guys don't know who Will Power is, or I would.
Oh man.
Man, we just no. Okay, never mind.
He is like the most deadpan, non-personality IndyCar
Race car driver.
2 world championships, and his brother
Is a comedian.
And they're Australian.
Yeah. But and his brother's always taking the crap out of him. It's you'd have to know who he was to even appreciate it. But we just saw something really funny I was on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
It's the entertainment follows you wherever you go. So let's see.
Pat took Gail's drink. Kitty saw it.
Pat did.
Pat did. Well, the table's
Going to be
between
in
the two of
Facebook
them.
jail. You keep stealing. Let's see. What's exciting? What's exciting? I'm on the fence about my next release. No, I'm not getting ready to fart.
I didn't even think of that.
No?
Oh, come on.
What?
Last night was the puking people.
Oh, we've been getting pretty juvenile. We'll try to class it up a little bit.
People are laughing about that.
Yeah. You see, I'm looking over here. This son of a bitch is still.
You know what? I'm gonna turn it off. But
Don't
then we
turn
can't
it
see
off.
if they come
then you
up to
can't
our
see.
door.
Yeah. Then you can't see. Well, you could hear, and the dog would explode. So we would.
Yeah, he'll take the green screen down when he runs out.
Green screen.
He'll take
a
spaceship with him.
I was doing an interview.
Silly is good.
Did I say that already yesterday about the interview that I did where the guy recognized the Cupola
Yeah, you did.
Observatory? Oh, good. So
And
you know
Sue
that
said
already.
silly's good, so there's that.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good.
I know what's new and good.
What's new and good?
Well, this new Roku. I'll tell you what, we need to get them to sponsor this show because we talk about them enough.
Yeah, we really should. I'll call them up tomorrow.
There you go. We were looking through
Get our own channel.
what they got, and they offer, all of the streaming channels, and they had Showtime, and it let you watch an episode
Of a series.
Tammy and what's his name? Jim.
No, George.
George.
Jim.
Tammy Wynette.
Tammy and Jim. Jim Jones.
No, because I'm thinking of Baker. But these are the country people.
Baker. Oh, Tammy Faye Baker. Okay.
Yeah, but this is Tammy Wynette and George Jones. And oh my gosh, we watched the first episode.
First episode of these people are
It's like explosive. So now they're offering us Showtime for a month for free.
So you're going to be hearing all about that. I don't know if you've ever heard me make the reference that COVID has canceled more gigs than George Jones.
Wow. I don't know a lot about him. I just knew I knew they had a crazy, wild, bad relationship.
I think from what I saw on my research, she should have been called Tammy Why Not? Is she is she still alive?
No.
You sure?
Yes, and
Right.
it's not good to speak ill of the dead.
I didn't. Is that ill? Tammy
She's
Why
dead.
Not?
She's dead. I think they both are. I don't know. We got to watch the show.
We'll keep you updated.
Tammy Wynette, yeah, she died in 98.
Did she?
Oh, here she is with him.
Oh.
And Jessica Chastain plays her.
Yeah.
And she's really good.
And there's, I don't know. It's quite a show. That's all I can say is it's a great show. It looks like it's going to be. We finished Succession.
Yeah, I was
And
ready for that to be over.
I don't know if you watched this thing, but this is the only show in history where I didn't like anybody on it. I hated everybody. Didn't hate them, but there's no one to like.
No. Well, the most likable was, for me, was Cousin Greg.
What? He was more annoying than raccoons in the attic.
Yeah, but he wasn't like,
No, he was, come
he didn't do
on.
mean things to people.
He didn't. He tried to blackmail Tom.
Yeah, but he couldn't go through with it. But
Oh, okay. But he did steal
Sue
the
says she
papers.
loves Succession. Well, okay, you love Succession?
Oh, then watch the Murdochs.
Yeah.
What?
Well, because the end, season 3.
Are you going to tell people about it?
No.
Happens here all the time, kids.
No, but Steve Sutton pointed out something to me. See, Sue said, yes, Greg, not a mean guy. That's
Not a
right,
mean
he
guy.
is
Yeah,
not.
Okay, this is starting to make me a little crazy here.
Oh, come on.
I think they're broken down.
Well, then
I'm
they
seeing
can't
people
help
walking. We'll
it.
throw things at them.
Steve, they're right here.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's maybe an Amazon driver or something.
Oh, was he really big?
I
It's-
don't know. He's like in the front of his truck.
Oh, well, maybe his truck broke down or something.
He's got the lights on.
I
in
see that.
The
He's probably looking for our dog bed, is what it is. He can't
Is it?
believe that it's,
It's not coming Amazon though.
Oh, and you're sure it's an Amazon truck?
No.
Are we having a good time? Yeah, okay. What?
Meanwhile,
Yeah, meanwhile,
Remy and his new bed, he would not get in it the first night.
we had success.
So Steve said, we had a sheet on his old dog bed.
Because he sheds like,
Yeah, he does. He sheds a lot. And I didn't want to keep washing the cover, so I put like a fitted sheet. And Steve said, put the sheet on there. And I said, but I washed it. And he said, put it on anyway. So we put it on, and he went and got in it. And he stayed in it for what, 4 hours? And
Right
then
on.
last night he was in it for 6 hours.
see, he has a little thing on his iPhone that tells him how long he's been in there.
Oh, God.
He actually got up in the bed the other night. Oh,
Yeah, he hasn't done that in a long
but
time.
why talk about that when we can talk to Mike Pace?
Yes, bass player,
Yes, bass
Mike
player, New York,
Pace.
New Yorker.
Long Island.
All right. And should be an exciting evening.
Should be.
Okay, anyway. As long as I know it's Amazon, you know.
I don't
There's
know
crazy
that.
people. There are people out there. Everywhere. They're
Well,
everywhere.
Sue thinks you're funny.
I'm fucking funny. I'm funny. I got my okay. Anyway, so let's talk to Mike,
Yeah,
who we've been calling Paul all day.
Steve.
I'm kidding. All right, listen for that doorbell. Oh, I gotta turn him
Why
on.
is he getting out of his truck?
Yeah, he's good. No, that
Oh, that
doorbell.
doorbell.
Yeah, no, Amazon. Connecting to audio.
Hi, Mike.
He's connecting to audio. I don't know if he can hear us.
Oh.
He's got the technical glitch look on his face.
We've seen that look before, and I'm sure people have seen that look on your face.
This one? See, I'm not worried about this because Angus told me that he got everything all straightened out.
Oh, Angus.
Yeah, Angus, you watching?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Now he's frozen.
Is he?
Well,
Frozen.
we'll get back to Mike in
You
a
haven't
minute.
been frozen in a while.
No, but he's down here. From what Angus said, he's somewhere in Southwest Florida, and he could be subject to the internet outages. Although we got like bionic super net now.
Well, yeah. When we turned in our 4 cable boxes.
Right.
See, now somebody said
traded
that's how
up.
they get you. Kitty, I think, said that's how they get you. They let you see it free.
Mm-hmm.
They tease you to watch the show, so you'll pay for the streaming. Well, we were paying $40 a month
Yeah,
just
I mean,
for
you
the
don't
freaking
want to
cable
know.
boxes.
I mean,
So we can get
well,
4 premium channels at $10 a month for the amount we were just paying for the boxes.
Yeah, which is, it's
Gail wants to know if Mike is related to Winnie.
no, but they have the same IT guy. if Mike is really, come on,
That's
Mike,
funny.
you can do it. Should I ring up Angus and find out what happened?
Nope.
He's probably just got a bad connection.
Yep.
I should turn him on to mine. No.
Steve.
Joking.
Roger.
Oh, there he goes. And stay out.
Oh, he left?
Yeah, and he's leaving now.
Yeah, he was organizing something.
Yeah, he was doing something.
You better not have been throwing kittens out.
He's turning into our driveway.
No, he's not.
I'm kidding. Okay, so Mike from the, oh wait, he's not here.
Wait, one day,
One day.
okay, you guys know about the car that just parked at the top of our driveway and like left it was broken down. But a couple months before that, I'm in the garage and I look out as some girl walking down the driveway looking up at the trees. And I said, Steve, there's some girl like walking in our driveway. And he goes out there, can I help you? She went, no, I'm just looking at it around. And he went, this is my
This is my
yard.
house. I live here.
My driveway. She went, oh, I didn't think this was a house. I was like, are you kidding me?
What did you think it was? Is that what she said? I didn't think it was a house.
Yeah, she didn't think. I think she thought the road was like a path, and she was in a nature preserve.
And she was on the road to riches.
Oh my God!
So
She's like looking around at the trees, and she
Yeah.
said, "I'm just waiting for my mother." She was like a college age girl.
Yeah,
It's like, well, go wait out on the street, bitch.
yeah, really. It's it's crazy here. I mean, it's a crazy part of the world where we're in, where we're at.
Yeah.
And this neighborhood that we live in is equally as crazy on another level.
Yes.
These are the people that, they have a phone number for every problem they could ever have in the world. Oh, wow. It's Mike Pace. Let's see.
Mike Pace.
Pace Mike Pace.
From Long Island.
Come on. Oh, there's the doorbell. Mike Pace, it says, is connecting to audio. Okay.
And Gail said, a fanatic fan. No, she was not.
Stop poking me in the eye, Mike.
Well, Sue says your yard must be pretty nature, so she thought it was.
Ours
cool
is,
to
we
check it
keep,
out.
I might as well just tell you about it while we're waiting for Mike to connect with the satellites. We are, I don't want to say that we're not ecologically minded, but we're, we try to play along with nature. So this is a neighborhood where everybody has landscaped this and frickin' shaped things. But we have one crazy bitch in this neighborhood.
She lives like in a house that looks like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, they moved into the Beverly Hillbillies house, which is, it's whatever, I'll take a picture of it for you.
And she's got every kind of little tchotchke.
She's got every piece of junk, garbage little animal out on her light pole. I mean, it's like, I feel like I'm visiting an asylum when I walk by there.
Oh my God.
Now she's got caution tape, right? They had caution tape up around everybody's debris, right? And she took the caution tape and wrapped it around the thing that opens her gate. So it looks like a black and yellow candy cane. Very attractive. Oh, and he's gone.
Oh, shit.
So, anyway.
And she makes like little handmade signs out and puts them out.
Yeah.
Like when they were voting whether they should legalize medical marijuana,
Mhm.
she would vote no for whatever it was.
For whatever it was.
Right, right. And her husband is a
pain management doctor.
So
And then
it passes.
once they pass it, the guy's saying pain management.
We see him on a commercial.
Get your card. It's like,
Get your marijuana here.
yep, here he comes again.
Oh,
Third time's the charm. Here, I know it, Mike. I'm feeling you, bud. I'm feeling you. Come on. Go, Mike, go. Go, Mike, go. Yes? When he comes on, I'll mute my mic. Gone again. Connecting. He is connecting to audio. Angus, you watching?
Okay, well, Kitty says, who lives in Detroit,
Kitty.
we always say when something silly or crazy happens.
Oh, I heard something.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, how are you, Mike
We
Pace?
can't see you, but we
Can't see you, but we hear you real good. Oh, I got a feeling you're coming.
I'm not missing. Excuse me.
You're not what? You just muted yourself. There you are.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine, man.
What's up, buddy?
Nah, not much. Listen, thanks for coming. We'll see you. Yeah, all good. So what's new, bud? What's happening?
Thanks for having me on, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, you're welcome. It's Angus. Angus keeps the schedule flowing, and it's always fun to meet new people, see people that I've known for a long time. So welcome to the club.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Is this the show for like has-been bass players of Long Island? Because Lenny Cocky's on it, and Angus, and now me. And
Ouch! Wait a minute, Leslie, Lenny. We as a has-been bass player.
I'm just kidding.
Oh no, and Angus certainly not. Angus is.
No, Angus is great, man. I'm just busting his chops. He's great.
Well, are you saying that you're the has-been? Is that what this is?
I'm the has-been. That's right. I'm the has-been.
Well, at least you've been, right? Who were you when you've been?
Yeah. Who did you play with when you've been?
Yeah. Who you been in New York when you were in New York?
What?
I said who? Well, you from New York. You played the island. Who were you playing with up there?
Boy, I started on the circuit in 1988 with some omni-pop bands. A lot of fun playing the old clubs, Dublin Pub, and all those places. The Hamptons. Oh
yeah.
Summers and Neptunes, the Hamptons, Hunter Mountain, all the colleges. It was great.
Oh, so wait a minute. Wait, you did Neptunes at in the Hamptons?
Summers and Neptunes, CPI, sure.
Oh man, I mean,
What was the name of your band?
Yeah, what was the name of the band that played out there?
There was two bands back then. That was a band called Take Two, which was an offshoot of the old Rosanna. Remember them? Yeah, the old, the great Rosanna. And then a band called The Rage, which was like a classic rock band.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And so you played Hunter. Where'd you play up there?
Oh God, Slopes.
The Last Resort?
Huh?
Did you ever play The Last Resort?
No. Oh, the Hunter.
No, they probably changed the name. I mean, there's only so much room.
Was it a resort, really? And
no,
it was
well, it was in the ski. It was in Hunter, so it was a ski town. That's my wife and producer Lori. Say hello to Mike. So yeah, and I'm interested to know. So late 80s at Hunter, what was that like?
Well, a lot of my musician friends will probably agree. It's not so much the gigging, this. It's the adventures you have, like on the road trips and stuff, that stick out in your mind. Like coming home from Hunter Mountain, me and my old keyboard player Dante left the gig to get home back to Long Island after the gig on a Saturday night instead of sleeping over. And coming the throughway, this deer runs right into his van.
Oh man!
I think we blasted the thing, man. It was like I look back, it was like circling like this.
That's not funny.
Yeah, that's
animal lovers on this show.
Gotta watch. We have a lot of animal lovers out there, so they get.
It's the parties,
I heard about. I've heard about the parties. I have heard about them.
There were some parties.
I imagine I used to ski Hunter. I never played there, but I used to ski there because it was the only place that I could get to and get back to a gig on time, and not always on time. But I loved it up there. What was it? Route 32? Is that the road that went? I don't even.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I used to believe me, man. I used to get home from a gig at 4:30 in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, wait for my friends to show up at 6 and get to Hunter by 8:30. And man, ski all day and then try to make it down to wherever we were playing that night. And, I think I could have saved myself a lot of trouble if we had played a gig there.
Yeah.
Go figure.
But you would have had to get the rest of the band.
We had some fun road trips to Boston and Albany and some other bands I was in. And there's always college gigs, so on and so forth. They're
those are always nuts, college gigs.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it, yeah, that's how it started for me. A lot of schools we played, Rensselaer and Cornell and New Paltz and oh God, so many colleges. It was amazing. There you go. Mm-hmm.
I want my MTV.
They haven't hooked you up yet.
I'm a has-been, remember? I'm a has-been.
No, we don't do has-been. We don't do
No,
it.
we don't.
There's no such thing as a has-been. That's,
This is not a negative show.
Yeah, this is uplifting and positive. We're here to encourage you to advance in the business and to embrace your foothold on the music that we make, and really just to it's all good.
It's great. It's great. I'm glad I returned back to Southwest Florida. It's a great music community here, and everybody's really cool. I got a lot of great friends here, and I got a nice band going called Relentless Fire. We play classic rock. Renee Hose, John Kiesling, and Steve McWilliams, and myself. Just 4 people. We keep it simple. We all get along well. We have a good time at our gigs. We party with our fans. It's just a good time, you know.
How did you come to be down here? How did your journey take you to Southwest Florida?
Well, I have a sister here, believe it or not, who's in the area. That was kind of the initial, I guess, pull, so to speak. And then I slowly got into the music scene and made a lot of great friends and connections, you know.
Well, that helps. You said
how long have you been down here?
Yeah, how long have you been here?
I was here from 2010 to 2019. I went back to Long Island for a year. That I actually lived in Maine for a little bit. Then I returned here. I returned to Florida in March of this year.
Cool, March of this year. So you haven't been down that long, just in time for the nice weather.
Yeah.
Well, now we have the nice weather.
Well, wow, that was well.
So you were here for the little weather events that we had then.
There was a weather event?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. How'd you do with that?
Well, I have a lot of friends who really didn't do so well. So comparatively speaking, I'm very blessed and lucky that I had little to no loss and little damage. I have friends who lost it all, their businesses, their homes, their everything.
Yeah.
And everybody's come together to help people down here. It's been really nice to see.
It's been amazing. I mean, I really have seen some really cool stuff, just people getting together. But did you happen to be watching the news shortly after all the hurricane stuff and see the guy who was rescuing people because their street was flooded in his fishing boat?
Yes. Yeah.
That's my friend Mike. So I know something about. So I called him up, right? The day after the thing, right? And I said, Mike, can I siphon gas out of my car and use it in my generator? And he said, Steve, I'm anchored to somebody's front yard to their tree in my boat.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, well, okay, listen, call me back when the waters recede. I mean, really 8 feet of water, the pictures he sent, and I don't want to go to the gloomy side because, they had some real serious impact over there. What is his street?
Right. Saved 7 people.
Yeah, he saved 7 people. Mm-hmm. He had his boat. If you saw him on the news, God bless him, had his boat in his driveway, fishing boat, a Talon,
elderly,
and he had it prepped for wind. So you take out the plugs, right, because you're not expecting water, and you bolt it down or whatever you do to the trailer, and in theory, it's not going to blow away. But then they start to get this storm surge happening, and he's got, how we have the sliders down here? He's got 4 feet of water in his patio trying to come in through his door. You can see it like he's in an aquarium. And so he rushes and gets the plugs and unbolts the boat from the trailer because now it's going to float away, puts the plugs back in or whatever they are, and starts driving the boat through the neighborhood because saving people.
Was that on Pine Island? Was that on Pine
No,
Island?
no. That was in, what is it? Island Park.
Yeah.
Island
Oh,
Park.
in the Park area. I lived over there at one point. I know that
Yeah,
area
well,
well. Sure.
Yeah,
It's
by
right
the
down
for
the
by
road.
by the Forest Country Club and all that.
Right. That's
And
right.
yeah, man, there were people floating down his road in an SUV, and he was saying, "Get out!" They had to climb out through the sunroof to be to.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, there are a lot of great stories of helping people out. You know, I mean, we have friends in Sanibel that have 5 feet of water in their home.
Man, I mean, Sanibel, it's not even there anymore. It's like
We lost the club. My band lost the venue there. A nice restaurant.
Where did you play out there?
We played at a place called George and Wendy's there. I really liked playing there. Nice restaurant bar.
George and Wendy are friends of ours. They own Snapper's Hots, the hot dog place.
Oh, right.
I don't know if they still own it, but that's how we know them before they ever had George and Wendy's. Wow. If you see them before I do, please say hello for me. But maybe you won't. They lost their place.
I think they said that the damage was too much to rebuild or something along those lines, but he decided to do something else, I guess. You know, maybe open another restaurant someplace else, I guess, or whatever.
Well, you know, there's a thing down here, and I don't know if it's true. I don't like to pass on bad information, but I heard that if the damage to your home is more than half the value of the home, they make you plow it down and build a new one. Have you heard that?
I have not, no.
Maybe it's bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but back to the music though, it was great. It was so awesome to hear from Angus because I enjoyed Full House over the years, and he's a tremendous musician and a great guy, and the whole band was great. Let's face it. I mean,
I tell you what, I didn't really know. I didn't know Full House. That I was gone from that scene.
Yeah, you were
when they came
John
up,
and Leslie
but
at that time.
But you know, it's funny because Angus reached out to me. He was going to do some kind of a show down here, and he wanted me to play. And we started talking, and I don't know, we just got friendly over the years. And when I decided to do the show, I said, you know what, he'd be a great guy to have as a showrunner. Nobody doesn't like Angus,
Everybody loves that.
right? I mean, he's just that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And
I came across your show. I came across your show by chance, and I saw Angus was involved, and I started watching it. And then I saw your guest, all of a sudden, Lenny and Tom Heinisch and all these other people. I thought it was really cool, you know.
oh, on Fridays, do you know those guys? Do you know Lenny and Tom?
Tom used to do sound for all the bands back in the day.
Mhm.
The Touch, Dublin Pub, yeah.
Oh,
Tom,
man.
he's incredible, man. That guy's a talented sound engineer, man.
So you got to come in on a Friday, man. I'm sure Angus told you about the Free for All Friday thing, right?
Well, yeah. I don't know if he told you, but I just had hernia surgery this past Friday, so I'm kind of on the shelf for a few weeks from the band.
Okay.
And
So,
thank God, my man Bruce is filling in admirably for me while I'm out. But I'll be back on the 23rd
oh, good.
with the band. Yeah, we got a nice run of gigs coming up for the season, and that's why we're here for season, right? I mean, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
you know, and it's funny that you said about the gig in Sanibel because I produced or am producing a live documentary on the life and music of Roy Orbison, and I don't play in it, but I did all the production and so on and so forth, and I wrote the script. And you know Sidney Byrne Davis, right? Obviously downtown, the Sidney and Byrne Davis Art Center in Fort Myers.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we have got them booked there, and the guy who runs the place said, "Oh, you got to call Big Arts," you know, because I saw Henry Rollins at Big Arts, and I thought, yeah, that'd be a great place to play. And then the hurricane changed everybody's mind. I don't even know if Big Arts is there anymore. It's nuts. Have you been to Sanibel since? Or
No, you can't get on the island.
you still can't get on?
No, I haven't. We have friends who work there that have taken pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Friends who've had businesses on Fort Myers Beach that are gone that are taking pictures. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had a couple friends down on Fort Myers Beach that, they came up, they were friends from New York that moved down to the Keys for a long time and then decided to migrate to Fort Myers Beach and boom. I mean, they just got hammered, just hammered.
Yeah, it's like some of those clubs I used to go see my friends play. My bandmate Johnny K played in bands there. The Cottage, all those places I used to go hang out, play in, and go to the beach and stuff. So it's hard to see. I mean,
Yeah,
gone.
it's
Completely gone.
it's insane. But listen, life goes on, and thankfully, people are helping each other out and trying to do the right thing, and
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. So, if anything good comes out of something like that, it's the fact that the good parts of humanity come together and
Yeah.
make it a little stronger for everybody. I was amazed by the outreach, food drives and Costco giving away turkeys for Thanksgiving and
Right.
just amazing. It's like, so anyway, it's,
Well, the bands in my community here, they're sticking together, they're doing benefits, all kinds of benefits we did one actually down in Naples at Z Music Kitchen right after the hurricane. We did one for Hurricane Ian relief, which was pretty successful. So people stick together here. And the people on the news, especially Jen Stacy at ABC News, she's a big promoter of the music scene here. I got to give her a big shout out.
Oh, cool.
She's a big supporter of the music scene here. Yeah, it's really great to see. She gets out there and sees the bands, and she's a music fan herself.
I knew that because they have, what is the thing that they do? Her and Greg, the music thing.
I'm sorry.
Right. They have bands on every week. Right.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The new, Jen Stacy, when they do the music thing, New Music Friday or whatever it is. It's
right. More in the morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
More in the morning. Right.
It's not new music.
Yeah, no, it's whatever it is. It's who's playing around, and they usually have somebody in the studio. And I heard somewhere through I don't know Jen, but I heard somewhere through the grapevines, her husband a musician or something like that, and they have jam sessions at their house or
No,
something.
I don't think he is.
I don't know. I really don't know, honestly.
Yeah, well.
She was saying it on the news.
Yeah, she was saying people came over to her house after gigs and they would jam in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you something about Jen, I guess, right?
Yeah, she loves music. Yeah, it's awesome. Good for her.
Yeah, good for everybody, right? I mean, if she's a music fan, she's getting the word out there. I've seen, God, I can't even think how many bands I've seen on their morning show.
Right.
A lot, like amazing. And they shout out everybody, who's playing at the ranch and who's playing here. And they do a nice thing.
They'll put up a little schedule like News 12 Long Island does. This band's playing here and so on and so forth. It's great. It's nice to see.
So yeah.
So do I get to ask you questions too? Angus?
Absolutely. It's a conversation. It's not an interview, bro. It's a conversation. You're on.
Okay. Being a bass player, I have to ask you, John Entwistle. How did that come about?
How did it come about? Well, you can tell that I'm very shy. So, do you know the NAMM show? Have you ever gone to the NAMM show?
I've never gone. I know what it is. I've never gone.
Okay, so we met at a NAMM show. Everybody goes, all the endorsees go to support the companies, and they have the big one in Anaheim, and then they had the summer one. I think it's in Nashville now, but it used to be in Chicago. So I was introduced to him by a mutual friend who played with him. They have a NAMM show in Germany before our summer NAMM called Music Messe, and John in the 80s, from after the Who, 81, 82, he would go to all the trade shows just because he wanted to play and wanted to, be around musicians. And so we met, our friend Joe had played with him in Germany and said, oh, you got to see these guys. You got to meet my friends in from New York. And we were introduced at a NAMM show. And I said, you want to jam? And he said, anytime. And I arranged it that we would play a set together, and that's how it started. Yeah.
You play with Rat Race Choir?
Well, yeah, that's
That's
what it was our keyboard player at the time, Jack, was working for, he was a product developer for Korg. And we knew all that stuff. I mean, we knew probably the whole Who catalog up to through Quadrophenia. I don't know that we ever went past there, but certainly Live at Leeds and
Wow,
you know,
that must have been awesome.
yeah, it was pretty good. It was
Was
pretty
that
good.
at Hammerheads or
Was what? Sorry?
was it at Hammerheads the gig?
No. We played no. Did we play? We played somewhere out there in. We played somewhere out there in '88, but in '87, the gig I'm talking about was in Chicago at the Vic Theater.
Oh, I
And then
got you.
we did, but we played. What was that place? Frank Cariola's place, Sundown, maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's going
88.
back.
That was our warm up gig for the '88 tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew Frank, and so we were looking for a place to, ring it out, and that's where we went. Amazing,
Right.
small world, right?
Wasn't that a great? That was such a great. Like I was telling Angus, I'm just a little bit young for you guys, but the Good Rats, the later Good Rats, of course, I saw a lot, and some of the other bar bands. There were some really, really good bands back then.
Yeah.
Usually just the four guys, kind of like my band here, Relentless Fire, just four or five guys, or a girl, whatever it is, getting up there, cranking it out. I know the trend seems to be where on Long Island you get three singers and back them up with some great musicians, but sometimes I look on the stage, it looks like there's a football team up there.
Yeah, it's it's weird how the business, especially the Long Island music scene, how it changed over the years. I came into it. I came into it from from the early '70s. So we saw the whole thing change from clubs that had a space for a band if you wanted to have a bit to like venues that were concert venues, like Hammerheads, the big Hammerheads and Speaks. And, I guess Mulcahy's might be the only place that comes close to those joints.
The Robin Zander band in Long Island.
We played at, oh shit, I don't remember, a theater or something. It had something to do with a Y, I think. Is there a venue out there that has to do with the YMCA or the YW?
What town? Bayshore?
Yeah, Bayshore, yes.
The Bolton, wasn't it called that Bolton Center or something?
Yes. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I played there with
I played there with Robin Zander.
In like 2014.
Yeah. That was probably the last Long Island gig before I went back for the reunion.
Yep.
It's the Bolton Center, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a good gig. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, the scene has really changed, and it's funny because when you said that Fort Myers has a great music scene, when I came down here, man, it was like I don't know that they're even
playing Margarita.
Yeah, everybody, it was like acoustic guitars on the beat.
Everybody's playing Margaritaville and what do you call it? Brown Eyed Girl and stuff,
Yeah, exactly right. And it's like, come on, man. And who was the promoter? There was a promoter down here, Danny Morgan. Do you remember? You know him?
He was in Sanibel.
He was an agent. Well, they played at George and Wendy's, which is no longer there.
Oh.
What was, I was in a country band, believe it or not, here. My pace went country in Florida. And it was fun. And the woman booking that band was married to Dennis Elliott, the original drummer in Florida.
Iona
Elliott.
Yeah.
You know Iona. Okay. They're very nice couple.
Yeah, they came last time I saw them. I was playing some outdoor thing
In Cape Coral.
Right.
And it was a fundraiser for.
It was for Push for the Cure or whatever it was.
Yeah. Push.
Yeah.
The name of the band was
Push. Yeah, do you remember that band?
Singer
Push.
had cancer or something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know
Mark.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we played.
Yeah.
We did a benefit for them Yeah, man, that was and I did it with the Xander band, and Cliff Williams showed up, and
Right. He's around. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he's everybody's around. The nice thing is, everybody's. I came down here and I thought, man, this is it. Life is all. It's ended for me. You know what I mean? But it didn't. It was, it really. Some amazing stuff happened when I moved down here. None the least of which. Yeah, I toured with. Yeah, I produced a record and produced a tour with Cliff and Brian and my guitar player Mark from New
Brian
York.
lives up in Sarasota.
Yeah, Brian's in Sarasota. So I said to Cliff one night, we became friends over time. We had done a show together at Germain. And do you remember the hurricane relief show in 2008? Were you down here then?
No.
No, it
What
wasn't.
hurricane was that?
Stevie.
What hurricane was it?
2005.
2005?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Charlie?
Charlie, yeah.
Yep.
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie, Hurricane Charlie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we did I got here 13 days before Charlie did. And I said, and I'm ready to be floating down the frickin' river. I didn't know what was going to happen. And when nothing happened, I said, that's it. Let's put on a hurricane relief concert. And that's how I met Cliff and Brian, because I actually rang Cliff up and said, hey, man, it's Steve from the John I Whistle Band. Would you do the band? He said, yeah, my singer lives in Sarasota. And then we became friendly, started doing sushi together and, going out hanging at night. And I could tell he was really aching to play because AC/DC hadn't toured in like 6 years. And I said, man, anytime you want to play, my guitar player has a room in my house. So I said, I'll bring him down. We can jam anytime you want. He said, well, my singer lives in Sarasota. And it was like, my singer lives in Sarasota. So, Unity Gain, the recording studio in Fort Myers?
I know one of them. That might be that one. It might have changed names. I'm not sure.
Well, whatever. We recorded there, and then we did a tour, and it was just when you think your career.
Joe Turner on the tour.
Yeah, we had Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad on the tour, and
Wow.
Scotty Hill played one of the shows from
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
All friends turning out to jam.
Okay,
So, yeah.
It is time for the question.
Oh, I guess my producer's giving me the question sign. Did Angus send you the questions?
I took a quick gander at them.
Okay. This does not go on your public record, the courthouse. So don't worry about it. It's meant to be fun, and I'm glad you finally sorted your stuff out there, man. Because it's good to have you on, and this has been
Thanks.
fun.
Yeah, I'll try and come in on a Friday in the free for all Fridays. If I'm at a gig, I'll just do it right from the gig.
That's the best. We love that. I mean, we have people on from all over the place. I don't know, if you've seen the show on Friday. Certainly, we've got Lenny coming in from Antigua and Rich Verge from Aruba. We have another friend that comes in from Costa Rica, and guys are calling in from all over the place. It's just fun. But now, this is where it gets serious, man. This is where your career really hangs in the balance. So now you've done some traveling, you've done some road work here and there. You've been up and down the road. And this fun question for me, because it's always a place that when you're going back to Alexandria, Virginia, can't wait to go to Bobo's Barbecue. So favorite restaurant when you're traveling on the road, the place that you always, when you're going to be there, you got to go to that place.
Let's see. It's going to be a Florida place, and it's Michelli's. You know Michelli's?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We have been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yep.
Good food there.
Yeah, real good food. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that was easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have bands there too. I played there.
Yeah. I've never played there, but I've eaten there, and
The way it's set up is funny. It reminds me because it's on the water. You back up to the water. You feel like you're playing on like Gilligan's Island or something.
Right.
Right.
The whole world has a backstage pass. I've been to those gigs. Yeah. All right. So It gets a little bit more complicated. The set list comes out. It could be any set list from any band from any time, but there it is. As a bass player, this is your favorite song to play live. What's that song?
Boy, that's a toughie. I'm gonna go with Zeppelin.
Zeppelin? Which
What
Zeppelin?
song?
Which one?
Jeez, that's even getting tougher.
Well, Good Times, Bad Times has that really cool JPJ bass line.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna shout out to my band Relentless Fire. We do Ramble On, and I like
Okay.
That's great. Now that's a great bass part in there, all real high up on.
John Paul Jones is both melodic and rocket in the same song. It's just incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
he's good. Very good. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so now set list comes out. We're not so happy to see this song. In fact, we don't ever want to play this song again. This is no longer a favorite song. I don't want to play this song again. What's that song?
This is one of my pet peeves.
Okay.
Brown Eyed Girl, Mustang Sally, Brown Eyed Girl. Oh boy, those are the two big ones.
Okay, you are our 23rd Brown Eyed Girl.
23 Brown Eyed Girls.
That is the most popular
23.
song
It
that
is
people
the
don't
most
want to play.
disliked song to play. I mean, out of all the people,
I'm
and
gonna have to write that down so we don't forget.
yeah,
We're
we've
at
gotten
23.
stuff. I mean, we've gotten all kinds of things. Freebird, we get Mustang Sally, we get Knock on Wood, but for some reason,
Brown
poor
Eyed
Van
Girl.
Morrison, man, he just really takes it, and man. So bass player, that's always been your instrument, bass player.
That's it.
Okay, and I see you're probably wearing the Fender, but I can't see if that's a P bass or a J bass. Oh, okay, P bass. Okay.
It's a P bass, precision bass.
Yeah. I know them well. I actually got if you're a fan of Entwistle's, do you know which bass was Frankenstein for him? This is before Eddie Van Halen. Do you know the Frankenstein bass?
Yeah, definitely.
That bass used to be right outside my room, and and there was the alembic, and what else was there? Some crazy shit there. But anyway, I used to go walk by all four of these basses, like four of the most iconic basses in music history, and just
He had that one with the spider web.
Yeah, that was the alembic, the Explorer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. In fact, we did a heritage bass. I did a heritage bass with Dean because they're the ones that own that V headstock now. Alembic can't even do that anymore. So I did a 21st century version of the Spider bass with Dean. They did an amazing job. And they're right up in where is that?
Clearwood.
Clearwater? No.
Yeah.
Dean
Guitars.
Clearwater? That's where Robin lives. You're thinking of
Robin lives in Safety Harbor.
Okay. Anyway, they're not in Clearwater.
Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa
Okay.
something. Hillsborough County. You know where that's where they are.
Okay, I know where it is.
And it was Leslie West who said, you want to get a bass done, Steve? Call up Elliot Rubin. So I called Elliot up, and tried to get in touch with Henry Juskowitz from Gibson or one of the maniacs at Fender. Forget it. But Elliot, the president of Dean, picked up the phone. We made a deal that night. They did a gorgeous bass. You would have loved it. I think we did 2 editions of it. I think it was 25 examples. It was Tampa. Okay, that's not Clearwater.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
My Fender bass is basically it's hot rodded with new pickups, and I'm getting a new bridge put in, and it's other than that, it's a stock American Fender Precision with a jazz bass pickup added.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was added by the previous owner in the bridge position. A jazz bass, so it's a PJ.
Yeah, no, that's That's a smart thing. I mean, those basses. Let me tell you what I saw. The basses. Entwistle had a collection that was just mind numbing, and your bass or a precision bass was taken from the plank bass. Have you know the thing that Sting plays with the
A
yeah
slab, a slab
yeah
body, a
yes
slab body.
I saw like I think it was a 52 or a 54. I can't remember, but just amazing examples of those instruments. Just
A lot of those basses that Sting has, they're custom shop models now.
yeah,
And
that would make sense.
they're the same thing, basically. You know,
Well, that's what I tried to do with Entwistle. With Frankenstein, Frankenstein was put together from 4 smashed basses, right? A neck from one, pickups from another, bridge from another, body from another, and whatever else. And I thought, man, what a brilliant thing it would be for Fender to take those 5 pieces from different P basses and put them together and call it the Entwistle Frankenstein bass. I couldn't get them to even breathe on the thing. So,
yeah. Yeah,
But,
you can do so many things. There's so many things now for I change out a pick guard on my bass. I have one with a woman with a bikini top. I have one that's a pearl pick guard. I change them. It's just you can have a lot of fun now with your instruments. It's really
yeah,
good.
sure.
You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, and then I have a Yamaha 5-string. That's another bass I play.
With what do you, low B?
It's a low B on that, yeah.
That I think would confuse the crap out of me. I mean, I play a little bit. I play enough to record, and do demos of my own stuff, but I wouldn't call myself a bass player. But that would just, I don't know that I could think down, I guess I could, but.
Well, you see, I like it. I like it because you could replicate a lot of keyboard bass parts with it.
Yeah.
I actually got into a 5-string because at the time, all the bands I was covering at the time, the bass player had a 5-string, so you had to, have a similar sound. That was like the mid 2000s, and then for fusion or for some Steely Dan or stuff like that, it comes in handy. Or
yeah.
But I think most guys now are playing Fenders, 4-string Fenders. I think most people now are back to the, like I said, for what my music, my band does now, acoustic rock. I really think my bass is perfect. The Fender,
Yeah,
really
it absolutely is. I mean, that's the workhorse of 4 strings, man. No doubt about it.
Well, you remember back in the day, not that long ago, but it wasn't just your bass player. You would call a Fender bass player.
Right.
Fender bass player,
Yeah.
Steve Luongo, Fender bass player. It wasn't, what I'm saying? Right. That's how common it was,
Well, yeah, but it also, I mean, Leo Fender was the one who I think invented it or perfected it or whatever. But, it's, but there's a reason that I asked about being a bass player, because the next question is, if you could absolutely shred at any other instrument other than the one you play, Icelandic bells, timpanis, any other instrument but the one you play, and absolutely kill at it, what would it be?
Well, I think I would be a better master of the pan flute than Zanfir.
Really? Okay. Pan flute. That's the first one of those we've ever gotten.
The pan flute.
You would look stunning with a pan flute, man. I got to tell you. Awesome. You would, I'm going to check in with Zamfir and see, because I heard he's getting rid of some of his collection. So maybe we can.
One other person say pan.
Really? Somebody else said pan flute? All right, we're going to have to look that up, Mike. And this is the big one. This is my favorite out of the questions, and I did this because I'll wind up talking all night, and our fans go to watch PBS or whatever it is they have to have 8 o'clock. So I tried to come up with a question that kind of turned it all together, somewhat serious, but it can be humorous. And that is, if you could play one show with anybody or any combination of guys, living or dead, who would it be?
Like a dream band?
Yeah, well,
Like
especially if they're, it's a dream if they're
like
dead.
fantasy football, but
Yeah, dream band, absolutely a dream band. Yeah, your dream band.
Oh my God, John Bonham on drums.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Eddie Van Halen on guitar.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that's a start, okay?
That's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you said Eddie Van Halen because, especially with John Bonham, I'll tell you a quick story and then I'll let you get out of here because we're almost out of time. But I'm playing at the Celebrity Theater in Anaheim for another NAMM show. And everybody was there. Jeff Beck, T.M. Stevens, Billy Idol, just Sam Kinison, and Van Halen. And Van Halen's on the stage, and I'm behind the kit, and I think Leslie West was there, and Van Halen calls out.
Impersonation?
What's that?
You the Leslie West impersonation?
Well, yeah, I'll do it. My Eddie imitation. But and Eddie calls out rock and roll, and everybody on the stage is kind of like frozen, like rock and roll. What? And I knew that he meant the Led Zeppelin track, and I just started it. I started Bonham's part. He came right in on time. He knew that inch. It was so good choice to play with Bonham because he loves that shit or loved that shit and played the hell out of it. So he was a serious classic rock guitar player who took it all to the next level. And man, that's good answer, bro. Good answer.
Yeah.
Can I do one more thing here?
Sure.
You like cigars?
Occasionally.
Okay, I'm gonna give a big shout out here. I got a friend who has a great cigar company, Kiki Momo Cigars. His name is Keith Moskowitz. He's a friend of mine from high school.
Let's get you full screen for this. You're gonna
Momo Cigars.
Yeah, here you go. There you go. Cool. And where do they manufacture these guitars? Cigar guitar. It's tough for me.
That's a weird looking guitar, but it's a guitar you can smoke. But I'm not sure. They're Dynamite Cigars, and he does a great job. He sent me some nice swag for his company. Really dynamite guy.
Where do you find these? I mean, if we have good cigar aficionados,
KikiMomoCigars.com.
KikiMomoCigars.com.
K-I?
Yeah.
KiKiMomo. Kiki
Okay.
Momo.
Kiki Momo. Very nice, bro. That's very nice.
I'm gonna go smoke this now.
Go ahead, man. Enjoy it, Mike. It was a pleasure having you. We'll be looking for you on a Friday. And man, keep up the good work, my friend.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I'll be on those Fridays. It looks like fun.
All right, we'll look for you. And say hello to Kiki Momo for us. And we'll do what we can.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye,
Take
Mike.
care. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was really great, man. I'm glad to meet him. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mike Pace.
Mike Pace.
Yeah,
Bassist,
Mike
bass
Newton
player.
said good guess.
Yeah, it was great,
And
right?
Kitty said great show.
Mhm.
And Gail, thanks for another fun show. So there you go.
We aim to please,
That's
kids.
right,
That's all
that's
there is
right.
to it. So,
Tomorrow
we're
night,
wilding tomorrow.
Wilding on Wednesday.
Wilding on Wednesday. And what's for dinner? Oh, I got the look. Never mind.
Well, because.
I know why.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, kids. Thanks, Mike.